Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, today our lesson is on account writing, and we know that in paper 1, which is writing, there are two sections. Section 1 is directed writing, and in directed writing we are given different genres on which we need to write. For example, we can be given a letter, we can be given a report, a speech, an account, an article, or a brochure. So these are the different genres that can come in the examination and you have to write about it. And today we are going to study account, how to write an account. We have done the report writing before, we have done the letter writing before, and today we are going to see what is an account writing and how to write an account. First of all, let's see what an account is. It is an oral or written detail of an event or situation. Obviously we can't be oral because we are doing the writing paper, so we can say that it is a written detail of an event or situation. So this is what the definition of an account is. And starting with the format should be accurate. Whatever the genre is there, letter, report, account, article, speech, brochures, the format should be accurate. So this is the format. First of all, you write to the person to whom you writing an account, then the subject line, the subject of that account, body of the account, and then at the end your names and signatures. So this is a very simple format. You can see it again. To means to whom you are writing an account, the subject of the account, the body of the account includes the paragraphs, and then at the end name and signatures and date. And remember that in CI exams and directed writing you are instructed how to start an account and how to end an account. Same is the case with letters, reports, articles, speeches, and brochures. So follow those instructions, otherwise this is the format that you need to follow in account writing. The more important thing is these points that you must remember when you're writing an account. First is may or may not include subject. Remember that the formats are not penalized in CI examinations. So make sure that you start or you write the format according to the instruction that is given. And if you are not given any instructions, then you may or may not include the subject line of the account. You can simply start your account, at the end you write your name and your date. So first point is that it may or may not include the subject. Second is I pronoun is not restricted to a greater degree. It means you can use the I pronoun. You can use I pronoun. It is not restricted to a greater degree, because you are the person who have witnessed that event, you are the person who saw those things, so you are expressing it, you are writing it down, so you can use the pronoun I. Second is provide every detail in an order. Whatever you saw, whatever happened, you are writing about it. For example, you are writing about some cricket match or a hockey match, to make it very simple. So you will write the detail in the correct order. You will not hover between the details. And the most important thing, or the more important thing, is you are free to give an opinion, unlike in report. We have done the report writing, and report writing we know that we cannot express our own feelings, we cannot express our own opinions or emotions in report writing. Yes, in report writing we only give our opinion when we have been told to give our opinion. If we are not told to give our opinion, we will not give the opinion in report writing. But here in account, you can give your own opinion, you can express your own feelings, you can express your own emotions. This is a very basic difference between a report writing and account writing, because report writing is, otherwise it is very much the same. In reports as well, you are narrating the event that you have seen or you have witnessed or you know about, and same is the case in account writing. But here you can express your emotions and feelings. In report writing you can't do that. And third is very important, use past tense, because you are expressing or writing down something which has happened in the past, so make sure you use the past tense. And how to use the past tense, there are some very basic things that you must remember when you are writing in the past tense. Use second form of the verb, Instead of using may, use might, because might is the past form of may. Instead of using can, use could, because could is the past form of can. Instead of writing will, use would, because would is the past form of will. Right? Instead of writing do or does, write did, because did is the past form of do or does. Instead of writing has and have, write had. So if you follow these things, if you take care of these things, it means you are very much there in the past tense. So make sure that you use it, use the past tense, and use the past tense consistently. Don't hover between the tenses, that sometimes you are writing and some parts you have written the past and some parts include the present tense. That will be wrong. So you have to stick to the past tense when you are writing an account. Then the fourth is tone depends on the audience, definitely. If you are writing an account to the principal, your tone will be formal. If you are writing it to your classmates or schoolmates, your tone will be slightly informal. So this is the difference. Can have personal feelings, I told you earlier as well. In second point, that as you are free to give your opinion, similarly you are free to, or you can, not free, you can include your personal feelings and emotions, unlike in reports. Avoid contractions. What are contractions? Like haven't, hasn't, didn't, doesn't, aren't, weren't. These are the contracted forms. Instead of writing doesn't, write does not. Instead of writing didn't, write did not. Instead of writing haven't, write have not. Instead of writing hasn't, write has not. So don't use the contracted forms, use the full form. Number 7 is do not exceed the word limit. The word limit, as you know, is 200 to 300 words, and don't exceed that. Yes, you can exceed it by 10 to 20 words, but make sure that you are not exceeding the limit by more than these. So these are the things that you must remember when you are writing an account. Now this is the task I have taken from your past paper, this one of an account writing. This is an example of the account writing. You were recently visiting a famous place in your country. Suddenly an old man fell to the ground. One other person was involved. You were the only person who saw what happened. The police asked you for an account of what you saw. So this is a formal account that you are writing to the police. You are visiting a famous place in your country. You saw an old man fell to the ground. Another person was also involved, and you need to write an account, and you must include these 5 points in your account writing. Exactly what and where the incident took place. Whenever you are writing a report or an account, be exact. Don't say that you don't remember it was somewhere near that place. Don't do that. Tell the exact place. Description of the old man, like any idea about his age, about what he was wearing, about how he looked like, about his complexion, maybe about his hair. What caused the old man to fall, how the other person was involved, and what happened next. So all these details you need to include and you need to give to the police. Your tone should be formal and the details should be specific. You must cover 5 points in detail. You should add further details if you wish and make your account accurate and helpful. This line is very important. Make your account accurate and helpful. It should be helpful. Don't say that I couldn't remember it because there was so much rush I couldn't see it. Don't write it like this. Tell the exact details that are helpful as well as accurate. Don't say I don't remember exactly. Whatever you state it with accuracy for the police. Start your account to the police, and remember to add your signature and date. As I told you earlier that in account writing or in any form of directed writing, you are always directed or instructed that how to start and how to end it. You have to follow that. So you will start with to the police, and remember to add your signatures and date. And for your convenience, I have included the answer to this account. As you can see, to the police, subject is optional, and then these paragraphs. There are 5 points you need to cover, so make sure that there are at least 6 to 7 paragraphs or 5 to 7 paragraphs, because 5 paragraphs, one separate paragraph for each point that you cover, and then one paragraph maybe to end it, and the closing paragraph. So there has to be a minimum of 5 to 6 or 7 paragraphs that you should include in there. So these are the details that are given here. Go through this, and at the end you can see the signatures and the name, and the date is also included. I will be sending you this document as well for you to read and go through this, and then write your account yourself. That should be different from this one. This is only to give you an idea of how to write it, how they have attempted it, and these are the model essays. And also remember that when you're writing the account, you also keep in your mind these important points that I have told you. So this is about account writing. We will definitely be practicing more about it, more of the account writing. And now start doing your work. If you have any question, you can ask me in the group, and that's it for now.